Make sure you subscribe to JerCrispy.
Ready for the...
Anyways, I don't know why that.
Why are we fighting?
I don't know why that popped up on my screen. But what's up, y'all? It's your host, JerCrispy. Welcome back to another video. Today, what I got y'all is the most hated side character ever by the dog himself. Last time we watched a video with him, I think it was why is superhero female is the worst one. So let's see how the video goes. By him. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 100. And yeah. Let's see how this goes. And there go the other video, the most hated side character. I know that's the most hated. Here you go, right here. I was talking about. Let's see what happens.
You made me feel stupid and unimportant.
Trash! People of the internet, I come here as the bearer of bad news. You see, Mary Jane, a woman I dubbed the most toxic woman ever, is only the tip of the iceberg. If you didn't know, recently, the Invincible Season 2 trailer dropped, and it brought back memories. Memories of someone so vile, so toxic, and so
Fly away, flyboy.
stupid. Amber from Invincible. And honestly, I fear that her character is starting to influence other characters. But we'll get to that later. If you don't know how she became the most hated side character ever, well, let me show you. So we first see Amber in episode 1 where she's getting hit on by, the typical high school jock. Y'all know, the ones that talk like, if it isn't my main man, Fingleton. What's up, dude? That kind of guy. And she wasn't really feeling him. But that's when my boy Mark steps in, and this is before he got his powers, so you know what happens. But luckily, Amber, being the independent woman she is, she comes in and kicks Todd right in his. And Amber starts to admire Mark a little, because it takes some courage to get whooped like that in front of the whole school. So fast forward a little, Amber pretty much blackmails the bully Todd with, I guess, some old explicit pictures in order to get him to apologize to Mark and also give Mark her digits, which is a W. Amber making the first move. You would think with the way things started, this relationship was gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So Mark and Amber set up, their first little study date, but it's interrupted when Mark has to go handle some superhero business at Mount Rushmore. And from Amber's perspective, it looks like he's just ditching her, which is really, really messed up. But as we know, that's not the case. But we have to look at it from her perspective. Imagine you're constantly getting ditched by someone you like. Wouldn't feel too good. And it happens several times. He even misses out on the soup kitchen. But Amber and Mark rekindle again because, he got hit by a bus, which is really just intergalactic Mufasa destroying his insides. Pause. And so they decide to plan a trip to, what is this college called? Upstate University. Probably the most straightforward name I've ever heard for a college. And this trip is the beginning of the end. So they arrive at the campus and everything's going calm. There's some people missing on campus, but that's
ain't no
fine. We're good. So they go to this one lecture and there's this guy. This guy with slick back hair, pink suit. Honestly, I would have saw him. I would have knew he was a supervillain. Who goes to a lecture in a whole pink suit? Even the way he talks, typical alpha male. Like, this man's into the whole blue pill, red pill, black pill stuff. Anyways, Amber calls him out for being weird. He gets kicked out of the classroom. Then we get this nice little montage of Amber and Mark enjoying the campus. And by the looks of it, everything is going amazing. Then suddenly, this evil cyborg appears and starts attacking people and destroying the campus. And Mark, being the only superhero there, he has to run off and suit up and come back as invincible. And eventually the cyborg is defeated in a very gruesome way. And remember, nobody knows he's invincible. So this was not a good look for Mark. Like, imagine you're with someone you love and they're supposed to protect you or whatever, and stuff starts going crazy and you turn around and they're halfway down the block. That is not a good look. So Amber starts crying and talk about how Mark just abandoned her when they were in danger. And this leads to Amber ignoring Mark, giving him the cold shoulder, and eventually going to this college party where she almost cheats on him. If the dude didn't hit her with the, yeah, my girlfriend says the same stuff, bro, you know. And I would give her a pass, but nah, bro. It don't matter if you're dating freaking Darth Vader. You don't cheat on someone. So they get back from the college trip, and this is when stuff goes down. So Mark starts apologizing to Amber, telling her he knows he hasn't been the best boyfriend, but he can change for her because he loves her, and that's what relationships are all about. Then Mark gets an idea on how he could fix things, and he thinks it's time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for him to reveal his identity. Cause surely she'll understand all his disappearances, all his mishaps are cause he's a freaking superhero out there saving people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's exactly what he does. And y'all know what happens? Y'all know what happens?
I'm not an idiot. I figured it out weeks ago.
What? She knew the whole time. The time he was late, she knew he was saving people. The time he got hit by.
So if you knew the whole time, you knew this man is a superhero, so what was all that for? What was you getting mad, fake crying, and doing all the extra stuff to do that? Ain't no way, bro.
By that bus, she knew a bus couldn't have done that to him. At the college campus, she knew why he disappeared. So what were those tears for? Right. Why are you crying? She's a better actress than Mary Jane. Talking about you made me feel unimportant. Because you are. It's literally a secret identity. The whole point is it's a secret. And how long have y'all been dating? Less than a year? Less than half a year? And if not telling someone something is a lie, then I guess I lie on a daily basis. Because I don't just go around telling people I have a birthmark on my right ass cheek. That would be stupid and embarrassing. This scene just baffles me because it changes everything. She said it herself, make the world you want to live in. And Mark's trying to make the world he wants to live in and he's a bad person. Okay, I get it. If you want to break up with him, go ahead. But don't try to make him feel like a terrible person for not spending time with you instead of saving people. Talk about some damn soup kitchen. Ain't nobody give a damn about no soup kitchen. And this whole getting mad about not revealing the secret identity trope doesn't end at Amber. Because some of you might know, there's a new show called My Adventures with Superman, which is about My Adventures with Superman, starring Lois Lane. And spoilers ahead, in episode 5, she also gets mad at Clark, same way Amber got mad at Mark for not revealing his identity. And then she jumps off the building to prove herself right. And this is probably the part of the video you probably expect me to trash on Lois Lane and talk about how she's exactly the same as Amber. And honestly, you could not be more right. Kidding. While I do really think what she did was stupid and a little toxic, it's not the same as Amber. These two are not the same scenario. Lois was upset because she was worried about Clark. And when she confronted him, she did not know he was Superman, leading to her getting mad for being lied to, quote unquote. Amber already knew for about 3 weeks, is clearly not that worried about Mark you saw during the college fight, and she can't be mad because she chose to stay with him. If she really didn't like the superhero stuff that much, she could have broke up with him or brought it up to him the second she found out. But no, she's retarded. But Lois isn't safe either. Like I said, it's still stupid. Why would Clark tell you that he's Superman if you're constantly saying to him, oh, I can't wait to expose Superman's secrets? That just doesn't make sense. And why literally jump off the building? You could have just threatened to do it. I know she's done it like 4 times, but damn. Plus, on the first episode, Lois was willing to risk Clark and Jimmy's job so she could get her scoop. So can you really blame him for not trusting her like that? I do appreciate the fact that Lois is an actual character with flaws. Like, she does stupid stuff, but she gets called out on it. Amber, on the other hand, is perfect. Straight A student, goes down to the soup kitchen, feeds the homeless, the crackheads, y'all know. So she's never in the wrong. Even when she did the whole I already knew for 3 weeks thing, everybody in the show was defending her. Eve, William, they were making Mark feel like he's the bad guy. When in reality, she is. She was the one out here faking tears when she could have been maybe checking on William and his boyfriend after the robot attack, making sure Mark is okay, giving Mark maybe a thank you for saving them because she knew he was invincible. I didn't even hear her give William her condolences after his boyfriend got turned into a freaking evil RoboCop. And I know he ain't died, but at least an I'm sorry. I think what bugs me the most is that she decides to go back to Mark when he's in a very vulnerable state after his dad just destroyed cities with his face and pretty much left to go get milk on another planet. And even in those moments, she still has a smart mouth. I pieced it together. I was Mark, that door would have been slammed right in her face. I don't know why Mark doesn't just get up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go be with Eve. Because clearly superheroes and humans cannot be together because stuff like this happens. I just don't like her, man. Like, she is not redeemable at all. I don't care what she does in season 2. She could be saving freaking puppies from drowning in a lake of lava. I don't care. I'll forgive Omni-Man before I forgive her because annoying characters are worse than villains. And that's just a fact. Who wrote her, man? Like, who wrote her? I really want to know. Robert? Was it you, buddy? Huh? Or was it you, Simon, sitting in the back there all quiet? You know who Lois and Amber should aspire to be like? My boy Jimmy. He completely understood that a secret identity is a secret identity for a reason. And that's why he's the GOAT, man. The GOAT! All this to say, Lois Lane and Amber may be a little similar, but they're not the same. Lois is a good character. Lois has her flaws. And you know, sometimes we're not gonna like her, but that's with anybody. But Amber, I never like her. I hate her. Oh my goodness. Only thing worse is like Jenny from Forrest Gump and Skylar White. That's like bottom of the barrel. But as for Amber, yeah, she's definitely the most hated side character ever. And moral of the story,
Right.
Spent all this time worrying about you.
It's a secret identity.
You lied to me.
I'm trusting you now.
Fine, we'll do this the hard way.
I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You want to wrestle with her, and I see y'all when I see y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.